Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, and in the shed rendition. We're on break rendition. You might get a little loud rendition. Before we get into it, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now stats are everywhere. I mention that all the time because I read a lot of different studies. That's why I bring it up. I try to stay up with it. The number that I'm concerned with is 0. Because anything over that is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. That's all that means. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo all to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, personally, I don't break the damn law. And when I do, because I have, I take responsibility. And finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. So here's the deal. I'm kind of squatted down. I didn't bring a tripod, but here's my goal. My goal is to put out a video every day at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from now till January 1st. We're striving for that goal of 30,000. So I thought this morning, I was trying to think of topics, because if I don't do a knife review, I'd like to do something informative or give you, these little tidbits of knowledge that only old Scabber has. But I thought about it, and I get a lot of questions on handles and what I mean by things. So I'm just going to take a few minutes, really not going to be a long video. One, because I'm squatted down, it's not comfortable. And two, break's going to be over soon. But I wanted to go over a couple of key terms with you. One, I started giving the measurement of an inner grip, or you'll hear me say inner grip quite a bit. All that is, guys, is I take a tape measure, I measure, I've already measured twice, from here to here. That's the inner grip. Why do I do that? I think for me, this inner grip is one of the most important grips on the entire handle. Why? Because you can have a 12-inch grip, but if it curves up, like some are known to do, the Spartan. Now, the Spartan from Cold Steel does not have a 12-inch. It doesn't. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that Spartan comes in and locks in. It locks you in. So that inner grip would be from here to here where it rolls up. Now I'm talking about the Cold Steel Spartan. That's not comfortable to me. Or if you have a knife that has more of an upsweep. Now this one has one, but it's not uncomfortable, right? So to me, this inner grip, because this is where we grab. This is what's important. The other thing I want to talk to you about is this. My hands, I've said many times, I'm built like the world's tallest dwarf. If you look at the maul of my hand, like the maul of my hand from about here to about here, or here to here, is 4 1/4. My fingers don't match. So me telling you, hey, I wear extra large gloves, or hey, I wear that, that's not really indicative. I don't think it gives you a good idea of the handle size. Now, this is the Nomad EDC. I'm going to do a review on it tomorrow, right? It's one of my favorite pocket fixed blades, but I treat it as such. It is a pocket fixed blade. This is Machine G10, very comfortable in hand. Now, I was thinking about it. I was going to talk about my favorite handle material, but the truth is this. You know what my favorite handle material is? Material that's well done, be it wood, G10, micarta, whatever you can think of, right? If it's well done, I like it. But Work Tough Gear does an exceptional job with this G10. The other thing I wanted to show you, if you have a smaller inner grip here, sometimes you have to adjust. The thing that helps that, you can see it here, is this palm swell, right? So this is a little shorter inner grip, but with that palm swell, I can really lock in. The other thing that's important to me, and remember guys, my videos, especially my videos, I'm not a knife designer. I don't jot knives down and send them off to be designed. I don't do any of that. I don't pretend to be. I'm not a knife maker. I'm a knife user. And while I'm not, I don't know the mathematic equation and I don't really have a creative mind, I know what I like. And that's something that you have to answer for yourself. What do you like? Don't let anybody tell you what you like. I get so tired of that crap. You like what you like. Here's what I like. I like an inner grip that's at least 3 5/8, 3 3/4, something that minimum. And if it's not, I like for it to be open-ended. If it's a little shorter than that, then I need a palm swell. The other thing that matters, and here comes the train, is the width of the handle for me, right? I have a big palm, big maul in my hand, but again, fingers are large at best. But that does give me an advantage because on a knife that might have a little smaller handle, I get a pretty good grip. Now, this is this one, and I love this knife. Y'all know I love this knife. This knife was voted Knife of the Year. We're doing a review on it tomorrow. It'll be straight up badassery. But that's one style. The other style I want to talk about real quick, and again, this isn't me telling you what to like. This is what I look for in a handle. Also, I'm hoping that this video will help some questions when I do reviews and stuff. You know, if I talk about a certain handle size or something, I want to give you some visual aids and let you know what I'm talking about. This is the Yo Jumbo. I love this freaking knife. Scott from Big Bore Knife and Gear. Y'all have heard that name a lot. And dude, I love this knife. But let's look at it. To me, the handle's most important. Again, that's subjective. My thing is this. You can have the most beautiful, the sharpest blade in the world. If you can't hold that son of a bitch, it's useless. Right? So let's focus on the handle. Here, now, one, this is a large inner grip. Right? I like a choil right here, because I like to grab. Now, I'm going to turn around a little bit. You see how we have the contours there. But I want y'all to see this. See how, now, these knives were designed by a renowned self-defense guy that I can't think of his name. Doesn't mean he's not renowned, just means I don't read up on a lot of that stuff. What he's done is this. This is one of the best handles, in my opinion, out there. One, I love the grippy G10. That's super grippy. And I like that for when I'm at work. Sweat a lot, it's humid in Florida. The other thing I want to show you real quick, and we won't last long, not only the inner grip, but it contours the way it contours. Get a good grip there. And then I like this, we're going to call this an open taper at the bottom, or open pommel. I like that. I can do a lot with that. One, I'm locked in because of the contours, because of the G10. Y'all know if I flip this thing over, because this is one way that I judge a handle. Is it comfortable here? Well, that's nice. Is it comfortable there? Why? It just goes, for me, if I know if it's comfortable in both places, then it speaks to the contouring of the handle and it fits my hand well. It's just something I do. Not everybody does. The other thing I look for a handle is this. Does it have a bunch of bullshit on it? Is it out of the way? Can I move it around a little bit? Not because I'm a knife fighting whiz at all, but because at work, and I'm hoping to show you some of this in the video tomorrow, the different hand positions I have to have for some of the cutting that I do here. So I don't want a knife with a lot of stuff in the way. I like the way this one, the pocket clip, rides. It doesn't protrude. Give you a good look. It's got a little there, but really to me, I wished I could show you. To me, this finger scoots right there. This knife to me is well thought out all the way around. So what do I like on this? I like the inner grip. I like the open taper. I like the forward cant on this knife, just slightly forward. Just like that. That's what I look for in a handle. Guys, in the comments, I want this to be an open discussion. There's no right, there's no wrong. I'm sure somebody will say I was wrong. I want you to tell me if you have a favorite handle material, one. And two, what are some things you look for in a handle? And remember this always. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son. I'm going to go dick off somewhere.